But after all this good, after everything, he says, I've seen your works, I've seen all the stuff you're doing, I've seen your patience, and I've seen how you weeded out all this heresy. He says, nevertheless, despite all this good that I have seen, you left your first love. What about all these works they were doing? Like, wouldn't that be enough? Like, this church is probably feeding the poor. They're probably, doing all kind of prayer sessions and having healing days and nights of worship and who knows what else. They're doing good stuff. And he says, no, to have all the works, to have all the patience, to have all the labor, to have all the correct doctrine and weed out all that heresy, but to do it without the love of Jesus means nothing. Listen to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 1 through 3. Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I have become sounding brass or a clanging cymbal. Here's what Paul said there. Though I speak with the tongues of men, so like I'm the best preacher ever, or the tongues of angels, I can prophesy or I speak in tongues, whatever you want to say. But if I don't do it with love, those great messages, those great prophecies are worthless. He says, though I have the gift of prophecy and I understand all the mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains, but have not love, I am nothing. Like all the markers we say, like, now that's a mature Christian, right? He can prophesy. He's got so much faith. That's the guy we're going to go to when we need prayer. And Jesus says, yeah, but he doesn't love. So it's nothing. And he says, though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, but I have not love, it profits me nothing. Like I can do all the good deeds in the world. I can give to the poor. I can martyr myself to the point where they're burning me. And if I didn't love, they didn't mean anything. And specifically, he's talking about the love of Christ. And so Jesus is looking at this church at Ephesus and he's going, yeah, you've got all these good works. You've got so much patience. You've got this labor. You've done all these things and these are good. Like I'm not telling you don't do those things. It's way too easy to get caught up in trying to do everything. And yet the greatest commandment, the very first thing he says is to love God and then to love others. See, truth and love have to go hand in hand. A church that upholds doctrinal purity, right? They get it all right. But at the expense of showing love is just as flawed as a church that upholds congregational harmony at the expense of truthful teachings.